This, once again, Fishing Planet with Rock DZ 15. You guys ready for some fishing? I just wanted to come back and show y'all. I've been playing this game, and I want to show y'all from just grinding from day one on through. Like I say, we ride and die together. If I spend too much money and can't get it back, then some games are like that nowadays. We tend to spend too much money, and now you can't play the game unless you most definitely have somewhere to be able to grind for free, like Texas. And the good thing about Texas, I don't know if you guys know, I'll put that in one of my next videos, is that it's got a decomposing pile over there on the other side of the bridge. The opposite side that you come in on by that house, you got to walk across the bridge to the other side. You get over there, it's a compost pile. It's actually a sign with the worm on it. But that only works because I know y'all probably went over there and you can't get anything out of it. It's because you're not broke. It's only for if you don't have any money, and then you can go over there. There'll be worms for you. And I wonder, I kind of want to get broke just to go there, but I wonder if you can catch some pretty good fish with just regular worms. I have a philosophy. Put it like this: if I go to the lake and I see that the minnows that are getting fished, that are at the lake, you know how when you walk up to the lake, you could look kind of close to the beginning of the water, and sometimes you see minnows floating around right there. Well, where I am, the minnows are brown. They're kind of clear, kind of transparent brown. Well, if you go up to the bait shop and you get minnows from there, they're alive and they're swimming just like the ones in the lake, but they're silver. Well, I think fish eat what's known in their environment. If there's silver fish at the bait store, but there's brown minnows in the water, are your minnows from the bait shop gonna get eaten by any fish? I don't think so, because it's not native. So I would say your best bet is always keep some kind of little net, some kind of thin net that when you do walk up to the water, you look down and you see those minnows. You have a long enough net, with a long shaft. You can sling it down there without running them off, because they'll see you and they'll run off. But if your net's long enough, you can kind of slip down there and you can make a net. You can make a net out of anything. And I do mine with the clothesline, with the clothes hanger, a straight clothes hanger, some pantyhose or something, and just whip down there and pick me a few of them up, and those work just fine. But the ones from the bait shop, I tend to have a problem with. And then, like I say, they're not even the same color. But anyways, back to my video. This is me grinding out, of course. I'm back at, I think I'm in New York. Hell, I can't think of where I am. I know I'm in that place where there's only 2 spots to fish yet for these gar. I wanted to let y'all know a little hot spot, and I'm not going to call it a hot spot because I bought a license for 3 days here, and I stayed here for 3 days. As you can see right now, my footage is on the 3rd day. I'm making videos, and I seem to be going backwards. I record my videos, and I upload them, and I think I'm going backwards. Like, this should have been at the end. This is day 3. This on day 3, day 1, I fished my ass off. It was awesome. It was good fishing. Day 2, it was awesome. It was good fishing. Only thing is that I filled my stringer up too fast, so day 1 I didn't really get to enjoy it because I filled my stringer up too fast, and so I had to fast travel to the next day, which you'll see that on here. And after I fast traveled to the next day, I fished, filled my thing up, and I couldn't fast travel anymore because they wanted gold. I had to wait for an hour or so. And what was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. So I couldn't fast travel, so I had to stay there and actually just fish, I think, for XP. But I think I went on ahead and just got out of there because I couldn't really do nothing but lose bait. And then I went to day 3. I just went on ahead and wasted time, that little extra hour that you got to wait, so I didn't have to spend any gold. I went on ahead and went to day 3, And oh my goodness, day 3 was, I'm gonna say it, some bullshit. I went out there, like right now I'm pulling out these fish from right over here on this left side in this little pond over here with minnows. Catching them all day, all day. Well, on day 3, minnows didn't work. Minnows was not working. Minnows was not working. Minnows was not working. And I say about, see right now if there's 3 p.m., I want to say I maybe started at 11. After probably about 3, they finally started biting those damn minnows. So I'm just guessing stick with, even the people around me though, you could see it was a kind of a crowd of people fishing at this lake. Then all of a sudden it kind of died down to like 2 or 3 people. It's because they wasn't biting, and it was during the time, a peak time. You know what I'm saying? Because I've learned that it's better to fish at the peak times. There's no sense in, unless you just want to fish, you know, in XP up. But there's no sense in fishing. There's no, you know, it's not the peak times because you're going to miss out on your trophies. It's just not worth it. I thought it would be, but I'm a believer in fish at the peak times. It's a whole lot better. Makes a lot more sense. But right here, you can see I'm moving back. I'm going back to this other spot because right around this time, I mean, fishing was just too darn hard. I couldn't catch nothing. Even right here, watch where I throw my thing. Y'all got to figure out this spot right here. Once your eyes get adjusted to how the water looks out there, there's actually a little hole to the left right there. They say it's a catfish hole. I haven't found any catfish in there. But, like right here, I don't fast forward any of this. And it might take a second, but with that minnow, I don't think the water's very deep over there, but the minnow will swim off, so you know, water don't have to be very deep. But look, that's how fast it takes to get a bite right there. But during my day 3, I couldn't do it. I couldn't fill up my stringer. I had to go out in the flats out there in the water and try to catch something different just because I wasn't catching any pickerel from over here. I wasn't catching not one, not 2, not nothing. And then all of a sudden it just kicked back in. Will you tell Mom I'm making a video and I'll be in there just a minute? Yeah, but yeah, look at that. Look at that. And they're coming out. And then you know, it's still finicky, so I moved back over here. Well, this is day 2. See, yeah, all my videos are going backwards. This is day 2. This is an awesome day right here. These videos will go kind of fast. It's just those first couple of videos from day 3 that day 3 put me in a slump. I was like, oh my goodness, I thought I was going to get, you know, and just XP up and money up, because that's what this is. It's money team, you know, we about that money, man, because I don't really mind fishing. I love fishing, so just give me some money. And so, day 1 and 2 is awesome, but day 3 is bullshit. I barely even got my thing filled. And like I said, a good thing about this lake, I think this is Emerald. I don't know why I can't remember what lake this is. But y'all will figure it out. The thing about this lake is, you get that, one of those first stringers that you unlock so you can get bigger fish and put them on your stringer. I think I can keep about 22 of them. Well, you get that stringer, you come here with you some minnows, even a day. You come for a day, you're guaranteed $2,300. You know what I'm saying? You're guaranteed it, and that's off, you know, just that. You know, I think it's all right. You come down here and spend you a couple of days, but like I said, it was a trick to it. It reminded me of bass tournaments when you just want to give up. It's day 3 and you're not catching nothing like it was day 1 and day 2. And that's exactly how it was. I was sitting here like, oh my goodness, I wanted to give up, but I had to realize this is a video game. This ain't real life. What am I stressing for? You know what I'm saying? I can't give up. I can't go in the house and sit down. You know, so thinking like that, I just went ahead and turned those feelings off and just kept fishing and made day 3 go ahead and go through. Which is, you know, I made it. But it's just, this game's so realistic that, yeah, by day 3, the fish have calmed down a lot for you. Now, I haven't heard a lot about that on YouTube videos. I like to hear about that. I like to hear people tell me about them staying, say, a week and what days were good, what days weren't. You know, because it's like that, and that's pretty cool with this game. And another thing, like I say, I never will tell y'all where the fish always are, because I think updates, you know, we have updates almost every day, you know, and they're going to move where the fish are. They're going to, you know, like I say, day 3, I couldn't catch nothing from right here. And if you look at this footage, this is the only spot I catch my fish from, right here and on the other side. Like right here, watch out. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to fast forward this. So watch how long it actually takes me to catch a fish out this little spot right here. With these minnows, I mean, these things are aggressive. These minnows are, and they're small minnows. Can't wait till I get some bigger minnows. And then you see how my bobber's sideways, it's laying sideways like that? It's because it really doesn't matter with these minnows. These minnows are moving. These minnows are constantly moving your bobber. And I was stuck, that's why it's sideways. But I pulled it out just a little bit. What am I doing right here? Oh, I'm going to recast, looks like. Okay. And then still, I didn't fast forward this, but look how I just had got stuck and I wanted to put it back in that little marsh right there. I mean, in that little, it's like a horseshoe right there. But it goes further, like to this tree where that lady's standing, that yellow tree, that kind of orange tree, you can cast right over that. It's a big pool of water right there, and they're in there too. But it's just I can't see my bobber, and it makes me fishing kind of boring. It kind of sneaks up on me where, like right here, I can see my bobber out there, and that bobber goes moving fast. You know, you got to prepare for a fight, because like how that bobber's jumping like that, that's that fish running. That's not that pickerel has a bite on him. It's that minnow's running from that pickerel. And sometimes that pickerel, you could tell it'll miss it, and that fish will slow down, and man, but that pickerel will turn around and bite his ass, and I think it's funny. This is a good sized pickerel, looks like right here. In this video, I finally catch a trophy pickerel, I do believe. And I'm not even gonna lie to you, it was a highlight. It was a darn good highlight of the day. Look at that. And sitting here grinding right here, I got about 11 gold points. I mean gold coins just by sitting here these 3 days and releasing fish and keeping fish and releasing and keeping and catching and catching. It's pretty tough stuff. Pretty tough stuff. So, but yeah, if y'all guys want to get us a grind on, come on down to this lake right here. Get right here in this corner, get you some minnows. And grind out, and then I don't know. Never forget to catch the. What is it? Close the door. Never forget to catch those little fish too. Those panfish. They add up. Say when I fill my stringer up, and I still got a valid license at this place, I'm just gonna start getting panfish just to kind of finesse my own skills, you know, because obviously there's no problem with catching pickerel, you know, but catching trophy other fish is, you know, I tend to get off in there and try to catch those little goldfish, those little bitty fish that we tend to forget about. But that's what kind of adds to that change on that leveling up, or to that little extra piece of money, or to that little extra something. You know, because when you, like right now, I did this. I want to say I went to somewhere, and then I went to a place I hadn't been before, where they have those common carp. One of the first places they have those common carp, and one of the first places they have gar, and that was a hell of a mistake. I hear people on YouTube talk about it's a hell of a grind from, say, level 15 or 16 to level 18, and I see why. It's because to go to the next stage, the fish there at 30, between 6 and 42 pounds? My freaking line right now is 8 pounds. I can go there. And I did go there, but I caught nothing but panfish. And yes, I got gold coins. Yes, I didn't level up, I don't think, but I got experience. I didn't get a lot of money. But I went around to the other side because I love gar. I like catching gar. I went around and found where the alligator gar was. It was a big patch of grass. Get off in that big patch of grass, and I mean, that son of a bitch is raw business. You think that you can catch him because when he's pulling, he's not pulling hard. But what he does, he gets to the end of your line, kind of where he's got you tight and got you pulling, and he just breaks it. Pop! Like, oh my God. And he did it like that 3 times. I was like, all right, that's enough. But around that lake, you can continue to fish and catch, bass and common carp. And common carp, they get pretty big. But I was able to catch every common carp that I caught. It didn't break my line. None of them broke my line. Which is surprising because, like I say, my line ain't nothing but 6 pounds. My rod ain't nothing but probably 5.5 pounds, maybe 6. And you can't unlock none of that until you're level 18. You can unlock, I think, maybe one piece of a whole reel setup for, I think that's only 8 pounds. For 8 pounds, you got to be damn near level 20. I don't understand it. You're level, you got to be a level up there to get the muscle, the actual strength you need. But like I said, I got there, and if I avoid the bigger fish and just fish for the smaller fish, I could do that, which is sweet. That's cool. Instead of just getting over there and not being able to finesse, and all I'm doing is losing lures, losing baits, losing lures, losing baits. You know what I'm saying? It didn't happen like that. I chose to go catch gar, and I chose to move my ass back away from the gar and continue fishing elsewhere, and that's exactly what I did. And that footage will come out. I was a little embarrassed about that footage, but I'll let y'all guys see it, you know what I'm saying? I done went over there thinking I knew what I was doing, and obviously not. But no, I knew what I was doing. I just wanted to get the hell away from these grinding stages that I've been on so tough. Because like right now, I'm going to go ahead and, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and spin and go back to this place right here. But I'm only going to do it for 2 days. I'm not going to go for that third day, because that third day, I was so ready to leave. It's probably like real life. You go fishing, you go to the lake. The first day is awesome, you burn up. Second day, you get up, you burn up all fucking day. By that third day, it's like, hey guys, y'all ready to go? Unless you just really, like me, I like to be out there, so I don't be ready to go on day 3. But I do understand when my kids and everything is ready to go on day 3. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't care. I stay in the bushes and shit. I'll stay in the bushes until you come in the bushes and get me. Because one thing you can do with fish is you can eat them. And one thing you can do outside is start a fire. And then you're at the lake already. You want to boil your fish? You can cook your fish all kinds of ways at the lake. There's water there. You can clean your fish and everything in that water. A lot of people probably think it's disgusting, but Jesus, man, we all come from dirt. In dirt we shall return. That's why this game is so important. This game is the people who it's trying to bring together. Because the world isn't as big as we think it is. Because once you start talking, say, not me getting on this community and just making videos, even if people don't watch my videos, I really don't care, because it's not about the videos. It's about friends. It's about the community. The world isn't that big to where you get on here and you look up and you're talking to somebody who lives, around your area, even if it's around your town, your city, your state. We're all grown and people have money. Everybody's not broke, so we all could maybe meet up at the lake sometime and spend those 2-3 days together, sitting out there, really, really putting what we've learned in this game to use. I would love to do that sometimes. That's. And, we talk to each other on here, so, we're friendly. We're not going to meet up with each other and be like, oh, I don't like that. No, we're gamers. As long as we got that in common, we can do whatever we want to. But, yeah, this is, like I say, I keep getting off subject, but this is just a quick video of grinding. Me, flat out grinding. Making money for the money team, not the Mayweather money team. No, this the Mo Better family money-making team. Making money with Rock Deezy and Fish Planet. Had to finally change my gamer picture up there, fellas. I am a black guy, my bad. I had me a little army guy up there. And I think my children did that. But like I said, I hadn't been playing. This is my first time I really been on my PlayStation. I had this PlayStation 4 for a couple of years, and I'm an Xbox freak, so... But they don't have this game for Xbox, so I had to switch up. But anyways, let me be more informative on this game. Another thing I want to tell you guys, that I know I don't talk a lot about my lures, my baits, and things that I use. But I try to show y'all every cast, every time I catch a fish. Even like right here, I kind of show y'all sometimes that if you look at it, you don't have to ask questions. You know, he didn't catch a fish right there on this at this time. You know, he didn't catch a fish right there on this time, and that's why I kind of, you know, run through my videos like this, so you can if you watch the whole video, there's your question will be answered in there somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Because see how I'm showing what bait I'm using, and I just like, okay, what had happened is fishing had slowed down on my pickerel. Or maybe I had just, let me see how many fish I got on my line. I had kind of maybe filled my line up and just wanted to stay out there because of my license, you know what I'm saying? So this is when I get out of, say, the two left and right sides that I always fish in. I get out of there and go for the middle and see what's actually at this lake besides, you know, what we know is at this lake. You know, because you get in here and catch you a couple of, you know, uniques, trophies. That's worth your time. That's worth you not leaving when you fill your stringer up, but you still have all this bait that you really don't know how to finesse. You don't know really what this bait does. You know, now you're just carrying around bait, and you might not even need a tackle box. You know what I'm saying? You might not even need a tackle box. You might need just some minnows, because one thing you're doing is everything you're taking, it's going to wear and tear while you're out here. And so when you go back, if you're not using it, then, you know, why pay for everything that's wearing and tearing that you're not using? So, like I say, after you guys fill your stringers up or whatever, because you can't take fish off your stringers, and I want to stress that to you guys. If you want to release some of your fish, you have to get a basket. You cannot release the fish off a stringer. I think it hurts the fish or whatever. I don't know what it is, but you can't release them. They don't allow that. And that sucks, because what I was doing is, of course, catching them. And, you know, I get to where I know I got about 3 pounds left. I'll drop one. I'll drop the smallest one. So when I get back, all I got is the bigger fish. But there's a torque in there. None of the huge fish can go in the basket. And true that I'm not at that level where I'm catching those huge fish, but I'm still catching pretty big fish. Like on here, I think I caught a 4-pound freaking pike. I know I've caught a 4-pound young northern pike, and those aren't going to fit in that basket. I think there's a 5.5-pound basket that you could fit a 5.5-pound fish in. But then, how long will I use that? Because I'm trying to grind my way out of these stages right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to grind my way back up to, you know, at least where I can. It's a place, here it is, Emerald Lake. Yeah, I'm at Emerald Lake right now. That's New York. It's the place after New York where I'm trying to get to and really start fishing. It's right above Florida, I think. It's Nehemen or something. It starts with the N. And I looked it up on YouTube, and they keep spelling it with the M. I think that's funny. Especially when it's more than one person doing it. Like, does that look like it? I guess, let me shut up. Maybe it is an M. Mm-hmm. Like here, I just tend to keep going back and looking and seeing what my fish do eat. Because like I say, after I fill my stringer up, why leave? XP out. Use a little bait to XP out. You know what I'm saying? Or finesse game. Keep your finesse game up. You know what I'm saying? Get off in here and see what they eat and try it out. See what they eat. Try it out. See what they eat. Try it out. Right here, look like I didn't do that. Look like I just went back to my minnows and went back out there. I think this is where I caught that trophy. Look, see if he gives me a run. And the way my screen is glitching like that, I think, nah, that ain't him. I wonder if that's because I sped that up. Yeah, that's when I sped up. I just took too long, so I sped it up. But I wanted to show y'all that, you know, me actually throwing the rod in the water and how long it takes, because these pikes don't take very long. Not at all. These ain't pikes either. I don't know why I keep saying that, because that's what they look like. I went to the lake in New Mexico, to Ute Lake, and I let my kids swim. Of course, I'm not swimming. I'm fishing. So I get out there and I throw my line in the water. First damn fish I caught was a pike. Big teeth hanging out this fish's head. I looked across the lake, see my kids swimming in the water. Not only my kids swimming in the water, there's a lot of people in the water. I didn't know. I didn't know what to say. I left my kids in the water. You know, I'm like, if they get ate up, hell, they ain't gonna be the only ones to get ate up. No, but I did leave them in the water. I was just like, I'm not getting in the water. I don't know. But yeah, have you ever tried to get your kids out the water at the lake? Yeah, you better off just let them get ate up because they're not gonna want to hear you getting out the water. Yeah, they're not gonna want to hear that shit at all. I can tell you that. So I didn't tell them, but at the same time, I just like, well, I can't believe how even though I went to Corpus Christi not too long ago, and I swim in the dark, and I just some things we do, you know. Man, I can't say there's a lot of people in the water at the nighttime either. Just me and a couple of my buddies, and boy, we could have got ate by whole sharks. You know what I'm saying? We were in the ocean. I don't know why. I mean, but it was so fun. You know. I don't know. I couldn't. There's one trophy right there. But yeah, it was fun. It was. Look at 57 XP, man. That's what I'm saying. You get your say you get about 40 shrimp. Gonna spend you about $600 on you some shrimp. Go out here. But the thing is about this stage, it's tricky. You see where I am out there fishing. The farther you get out there, the better fish you catch. That's why I got a good cast, maximum cast, and got out there and I caught a trophy one. And that's where you want to stick to. You can follow this whole right side wall over there of pop-ups, I'm gonna call them. I like the way they call them pop-ups or stick-ups. I call them to cattails. But that whole line I see right there, and that's out there. I think I got them bigger than this too. I know I have it. Oh, what I did, I caught 3 in a row. I thought I caught 3 trophy redfin in a row right here. That's what I did. And so yeah, but you gotta. But everything is, you can't do just one at a time when it comes to your reel. You can't buy stronger string and you still got a weak ass pole. You can't buy a pole that throws far and you got weak string, because the further you throw, the bigger the fish. So that's the problem I see now with getting to level 18. It's just not gonna be that simple. Hello? What are you doing? Making a video. Can I call you back? Yeah. Okay, I love you. My bad. Yeah, yeah. That's the problem. Is that everything has got to be leveled up in due time. Which, like I say, isn't a problem. Not if you're part of the money team, because the money team gonna fish anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna come in here. I'm gonna get it. Just like the lake that's after this one, up above Florida. I can't think of what it's called. That Nemahem or whatever. I'm just gonna. By the time I'm able to catch a gar, I'm gonna be done fish that whole lake, trying different things. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to work your way up, not go in and just walk all over everybody. These people been here, 3-4 days, and you come in and you do it in one day. That's because you buying packages and things like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not buying packages. I'm not saying I won't buy a package. Don't get me wrong. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with people out fishing me. I'm just saying this game is a perfect game. There's nothing wrong with going and figuring out what you honestly supposed to be doing at that water. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. Because, like I said, there's a finesse in everything. That the fish that bite at that lake, they're going to bite a different way than these fish here bite. So you're going to start learning that. You're going to start getting that muscle memory in your hand. So then when you get to gar, like last night I got to that gar, and it was tricky. It was very tricky. All 3 of them, they let me pull them and pull. I was never pulling them in. Don't get me wrong. I was never gaining any line on them. But my line wasn't nearly looking like it was going to snap. You know what I'm saying? My line never red line. Just when they got tired and they wanted to get off, bow, they got off. You know what I'm saying? They red line. Bing, all 3 of them. So there's nothing wrong with walking around and catching a common carp. You know what I'm saying? red ear. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with going around and leveling yourself up, getting on up there instead of saying, "Hey man, this sucks. I'm gonna quit because I got to stay in Texas. I'm tired of staying in Texas." No, go back there. Just make it worth your trip. Like me, I got that. I take enough minnows or I take enough bait that I can be selective. I only want $100 fish. You know, that's just the bottom line there. I only want $100 fish. And so I got to go in there and I got to be very selective, very selective. I catch some trophies or something like that that I want to keep. I'll keep them, little $40 trophies, little $27 trophies. There ain't no reason for me to keep no darn trophies. I guess maybe there is. I heard they give you $100, but they must give you $100 after you turn them in. And I'd like to know that in the comments, fellas, if you could tell me about that, because I don't really keep them because I don't see the money immediately. And maybe that's what. Maybe I have to turn them in and they'll give me my extra on top. But I haven't seen it. And maybe I have, because there's been a time or two that I have got some extra money, just didn't know where it come from because it wasn't literally on the screen. So for anybody that's out there watching my videos, I'd appreciate a little help in that. And I'm still asking that same question about how to switch my my poles in action instead of having to go into my menu and switch them. Because I see people only people I see switching them though like that, like right here, just standing here and saying I'm going to switch poles. Only people I see doing that is people on PC. So I'm on console. I want to know how to do it on console. Here, I was gonna take a quick one, go in the house real quick. Yeah, I can leave you guys to your own devices and see what my mother wants. She's asking for me. Let me go in here and check on her, and I will be right back. But this is, like I say, I don't really need to put any commentary into this video, you guys. I just want to show you guys, see that I'm to day one now. I guess I was going backwards. Just wanted to show you guys all of my gameplay, all of my personal gameplay, because I do believe some games you do have to grind at, but I do believe that, you know, it's still excitement. I still get very excited. Like when I caught this trophy pickerel in here, that shit was awesome. I mean, to go from just pulling fish in to a fish taking you damn near halfway across the lake, you like, what is, whoa, what is going on here? You know what I'm saying? That's a trip. Look at that. See, this is day one. I'm telling you, the game. That's what I'm saying, guys. It's a game, so you guys have to trick the game, you know. But the game is so close to simulating real life that it's pretty good. Was I for day one? This is day one. Like I say, day one of 3. And my first day, I kicked ass. So I was putting my videos on backwards. Sorry about that, y'all, but they're here. Like I said, I'm gonna run in the house real quick. I'll be back in just in a minute. But you guys, look, watch my videos and trust in yourself. Stay in the water. Stay in the water. Do what you're supposed to do. Do what you know to do, and that's fish. That's fish. Don't complain. That's fish. Because like I said, I want to complain so bad about going up here and I can't fish with these gar like I want to. But what in the hell makes me think I should be able to fish for a 40-pound fish off an 8-pound line? You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna end it right there. You guys check out this money video. This is money making video. We're not doing nothing spectacular. No. Just making money. Get out of here. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that little interlude, fellas. But like I said, I don't think y'all need commentary to learn how to catch fish. In these videos, man, just hopefully the picture's clear enough you can see the size of hook, you can see the bait. I wish they had the depth on the screen always, but they don't. That's about the only clue that they don't have on the screen. And that's one thing I look for too, is the darn depth, because the fish switch in different depths. I don't care what you say, they switch in different depths. You'll catch a whole nother species just 10 inches up, 20 inches up for sure. But over here in this corner, that's all that's over there. There's gonna be some predator fish, and some. I'll correct me, but I wouldn't say that those little bitty fish are game fish. I guess that's game fish. I'd say game fish are more fish you could eat, like catfish, the size, ain't it? And then there's panfish, but panfish sound like fish you can eat, but I don't think they're some. You don't want to eat a blunt-nosed minnow, and that's what I think's over there. Things that's like minnows. I don't know what you call those kind of fish. I haven't caught any perch or anything over there. You know, and perch sound like more panfish. Minnows sound like minnows. I don't know what the hell you do with a minnow besides fish with it. I wish. See, I think this is my trophy. And as you can see, this is day 1. So by day 3, I think the computer knew I was done. And so they implicated that in the game for me. I wanted to quit. I had to realize this is a freaking game. What the hell? Buck up, son. No, what do you say? Buck up, Bart. But yeah, I had to realize it's a freaking game. And I'm going to do it again, you know, because practice makes perfect. You know what I'm saying? You got to get in and grind it out. That's why I had to come here and build my man cave, because I knew I was going to freaking be on this game for a minute. Smoking, just drinking coffee. But if I wasn't doing it in here on Fish Planet, thank the Fish Planet gods, I'd be in there doing it on a different game. So, you know, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna game 8 hours for sure a day. That's small time in gaming for me. Is 8 hours a day. I don't even sleep 8 hours a day. I sleep maybe 5 or 6 hours a day, because I'm trying to extend my game hours and extend my family time and my eating time, my cleaning time. I own my house, try to build what I need to build and get that done with. And you know, and honestly feels like a man in his garage. You know, a man gets off work and he probably spends his time in his garage. A lot of men going to look at this fish. Watch this. I think this is it. 3-pound northern pike. That's the biggest pike I've caught. And see, if they get in the 5.5 range, I can't fit them on my stringer. So there's really no sense in me trying to go hunt down these freaking giants from these other stages. I wish you could do it, fellas, but there's no sense in it. And especially if they break my pole. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who's on YouTube right now, everybody who's playing Fish Planet right now, you should have the basic knowledge to know not to get your pole broke. Breaking your line, that's one thing. You got feet of line. You got one pole. That's crazy. Even me, I fish with a bait caster and I tend to backlash. So on the game, I got like 3 different spools of line, just in case. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure I probably will never backlash in this game, but it's just something that sticks with me. 2, 3, 4 reels just in case I break a reel. Never done it. Never done it. You know what I'm saying? Never done it in real life. Not saying that I won't do it in real life, but it better be in real life that I do it, not on a video game where the numbers are so clear in your face. You know what I'm saying? It's just you got to do a little reading. All this game, read it all. Read it all. Read everything. The little words that pop out on you, like cold water. That's a sign. You know, you're looking for a fish who's in deep water. but it doesn't say he's in deep water. The message is he's in cold water. Well, cold water's deeper. The closer you get to the surface, the warmer it is. You know, and that's why I have a hard time with listening to everybody on YouTube, because a lot of these guys aren't fishermen, man. A lot of them, they and like I said, I'm not gonna say I'm a pro fisherman, but I try to be. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I had a chance to be a bass pro fisherman, that's most definitely what I do. Even catfish tournaments, I'm trying to get in catfish tournaments too. They just don't have pro catfish tournaments because I guess it's just not as, don't look as good. All these guys sitting outside, just sitting there. You know, when you're catching bass, it's work, especially if you're going to go for 3 days and you're using a bait caster. You're changing lures and you're casting all day. You're going from reeds to reeds to reeds to reeds to reeds. It's work. You know what I'm saying? It's work. And that's why everybody can't just be a fisherman. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't want to work today. You know, a lot of people get out there in that water and they get 3 and 4 poles thinking they're going to fish with 3 and 4 poles. And you throw your first pole in the water, and by the time you get your second pole in the water, you got to bite on your first pole. Now you got to set that down. You got to grab it. Your second pole is now going off, and damn, they're getting dragged in the water. You know what I'm saying? Now you still got 2 more poles to go. Where are you fishing at? Who you fishing with? You know what I'm saying? You fishing by yourself like this? Well, you're not going to make it. You get out there and you can't even get 2 of your poles in the water. You're steady fighting with these other 2 poles. You know what I'm saying? And so I had to stop all that too. I take 2 poles. I take me a bait caster pole and a catfish pole. Catfish pole I can catch anything on. Bait caster pole I can catch anything in that category on. You know what I'm saying? I can put my waders on. I can walk into the pop-ups, as they call them. I love that word, pop-ups. I can walk down the pop-ups and just fish through there while watching my catfish pole, because I fish with bells. I don't fish with those alarm things. Those alarm things, technology is as smart as a motherfucker who made it. And we live in America. These motherfuckers aren't very smart, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they're in the money so much that, like, they sold us eclipse glasses in a place we couldn't see the fucking eclipse. Now, and I'm telling people, they're like, are you going to watch the eclipse? I'm like, no, I'm not even excited about it, because I know one thing, where I live, you ain't going to be able to see it. No, yes we are, yes we are, yes we are. Whatever. Now, and that's how the world tricks you. Whatever the world says, everybody believes. They put it all on you. Oh, now everybody in the world is buying these damn glasses on some shit that you can't even see. And it was a rainy day. Like, golly, these people are gullible, making money off of it. I didn't buy nothing, and I looked at it, and what I did to look at it, you know how the screen on your phone, if you turn it off, it's black. You know what I'm saying? When it's not on, the screen of your phone is black. Well, what I did is I reflected that to the sun, and you can see it perfect. You know what I'm saying? With that black background and that white clouds and everything, you can see straight through the clouds. I watched it all day just like that. But anyways, back to what I was saying about fishing in my catfish pole. I don't use those beepers, because then we're at water. We're in water. Why would you want to use electric things by the water? You know, and then you're talking, this is the cheapest one. Well, not really the cheapest one. It's a little bit cheaper, but it's, man, you know that cheap shit don't work, man. Never go cheap. I don't care. Never go cheap. I just went and bought me a lawnmower too. Went there and they got the cheapest one, and they got one a little bit higher. I got that one. Why you want to get that one? This one's a lot cheaper, motherfucker. I can't buy the cheapest everything. Don't you? I'm poor. That's cheap enough for me, being poor. I'm already on the cheapest end. Let's not make it all the way cheap. Oh, you're poor and you got the cheapest shoes and you got the cheapest hat. Come on, no. Let's get me something at least one level up, you know. Now, if I don't have a job, I'm not working or anything like that, I'm proud to take what I can get. But as long as I'm putting my 8 to 5 in, no. Yeah, you buy me something that, you know, like I'm by you, I'm not going to go to the bottom shelf. I'm going to at least meet you in the middle, you know what I'm saying? So even with your tackle on here, that's what I'm saying. You can't sit here and break reels. That's crazy. I'm waiting to break one, but actually, if I would break anything, I want to actually break that damn reel, because I see it's got a damage over there too. I'd like to see one of them bust in your hand. I've never seen that. Now, I busted a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? I most definitely did that, going to Walmart, getting them poles and trying to put a damn weight on it the size of a boulder and slang it out there, and you hear you like, oh man, and you wonder why it don't reel in right. I don't know what happened to it. Yeah. Mhm. You got a Walmart reel. If you read the side, it tells you. Just like on this game, if you read it, it tells you, and that is important. You amateur fishermen, it's important that you look at your reel, and it got two numbers, and one number is the minimum, and the other number is the maximum. You know what I'm saying? It'll be two numbers. One is the minimum because you get your line. You have a pole, and it could be between 6 and 12 pound line that you can put on there. Of course, we're Texas. We go big, so we automatically say, okay, I'm going to take this line off, and I'm going to get me some 30-pound tests. Well, when you put, okay, like I said, there's two numbers in each category. It's a line. It's two numbers for your line, and one number is say if you put 6-pound test, then this is how far your line will go out. But if you put 12-pound test, this is how far your line will go out. Then if you put anything over it, then that's going to shorten the distance of your line. So fellas, my video's over. Sorry, I'm just running my neck. Love you guys. Say please subscribe, please like. Say it's Rock Daisy 15 with making money in Fish Planet. Thank you guys for coming out with this game. Hey, God bless you. Good night.